Hey, it's the Empire. Don't forget to hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon for more videos. We taking over. Let's go, champ. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button right now. Let's go. Hey, it's the Empire. Geobox Empire. Boxing. Now, Jermell Charlo, man. Jermell Lion Charlo. He is one fight away from being undisputed at 154. He has every title besides the WBO title. And man, you know, Jamie Munguia used to be the WBO super middleweight title until you had this scare with Hogan, right? An Irish fighter. It went toe to toe, and a lot of people felt like Munguia lost that fight. You know, a lot of people have been saying maybe this guy's having weight problems. You know, maybe he needs to go up in weight. So ever since then, Jamie Munguia went up to middleweight. And I understand that Jamie Munguia, when he won that title, he beat Saddam Ali. Saddam Ali was a Al Haymon fighter, right, who beat Miguel Cotto. That being said, Al Haymon gave Golden Boy a chance to get a title. Hopefully, you know, Golden Boy does the favor, returns the favor with this fight with Teixeira versus Jermell Charlo, because Teixeira right now has the WBO title, right? So this is gonna be a really big deal, man. Teixeira has an extremely high knockout ratio, fought some real tough opposition, and we're gonna see how this whole thing plays out. But a lot of people have Jermell Charlo as being a pound for pound fighter now, being basically undisputed, because we all know how these networks work, man. I mean, you know, once you get all three titles, you know, Teixeira, while a phenomenal fighter, he hasn't really fought any of the top Al Haymon fighters, and it's hard to really say if he didn't beat Teixeira, he's not a pound for pound fighter. I mean, you might as well give it to him about being undisputed, because if Teixeira fought any of the top opponents like a Jerry Hurd, former unified champion, or even a Julian J. Williams, former unified champion, would he get past him? There's still a lot of questions about Teixeira. But that being said, man, Jermell Charlo is highly rated on a pound for pound list, just like Alexander Usyk was when he got all four titles at the cruiserweight division. You know, it's inherently automatic. Once you get all four titles in one division, you basically inherited that right as being the greatest in the sport of boxing currently, at least top 10 pound for pound, because it's extremely rare. A lot of these champions tend to go up in weight and cherry pick opponents and pick and choose which champion they want to fight, instead of saying any champion can get it, big name or no big name. Jason Rosario, phenomenal fighter, but he wasn't exactly the biggest name at 154 when Jermell Charlo fought him, right? But one could argue that Julian J. Williams has a bigger name than Rosario, but you know, Rosario won. It doesn't matter who's the big name; it matters the accolades, right? One could argue that Jarrett Swift Hurd, the unified champion, who beat Austin Trout, right? Jarrett Hurd, who beat Erislandy Lara convincingly, right? Austin Trout, who beat Tony Harrison convincingly, stopped the guy, right? One could say he's way more accomplished than Jason Rosario. He was unified champ, and even though he did the same thing that Jason Rosario did, his resume was much deeper. One could say that, but it doesn't really matter, man. It's all about who has the ball at the time, and Jermell got that guy out the way, man. Knocked him off, man, like dominoes, you know? That being said, man, Jermell Charlo, he's getting a lot of praise right now. Mainstream media isn't really picking him up pound for pound. They need to be. The guy, not only has he been defending his titles, besides that Tony Harrison fight, he's been stopping everyone. You know, he's been stopping everyone, right? Knocked out Tony Harrison, knocked out Rosario, knocked out Erickson Lubin. Most of his title defenses as of recent have been KOs against elite level opposition. So you can say what you want about the guy. You can talk about his personality. You can say, oh, he's too hype. But you know, they say, man, the skills pay the bills. The skills pay the bills. And this just shows the elite level and the determination of Jermell Charlo to not just beat these fighters, but do it in spectacular fashion. You know, it's wild because, you know, Jermell Charlo, he showed a lot of adaptive reactiveness in that fight. He decided in the Jason Rosario fight he was going to stop him early, but then he said, okay, this guy's a little tough. I maybe have to use some angles on the guy, jab him a little bit, open him up, and then hit him when he least expects it. And that's exactly what he did, man. He showed a lot of adjustments in that fight, and he showed a lot of things that pound for pound fighters show in the ring. So yeah, man, I definitely got Jermell Charlo in the pound for pound conversation for sure, no doubt about it. We're gonna, like I said earlier, we're gonna see what Golden Boy does with the whole suing of Canelo Alvarez, or Canelo Alvarez suing Golden Boy and Dance, maybe Golden Boy might be hurt for money, and they may try to get that fight with Jermell Charlo. Because, I mean, what else is Teixeira going to do, right? That's the only fight they're going to be really calling for. People are going to be really criticizing Teixeira for not fighting Jermell Charlo when he has an upcoming fight, whenever that is. Like, people are going to be saying, what about Jermell Charlo? People are going to be saying it. And, you know, as it should be. You got one guy, all 3 titles. People need to be talking about what's up with the other champ. What is he doing? Is he scared? Because there's no other champions. It's just Jermell Charlo. So, you know, Jermell Charlo, he has a lot of work to do before Teixeira. Maybe he can fight someone like a Julian Jarrett Williams. Maybe he can fight Jarrett Hurd. There's still a lot of marquee fights that Jermell Charlo can fight before he goes up in weight. Or maybe he could just chill there for a while, relinquish the titles, and do all over again. We're going to see. Because the 160 division is pretty stacked, and I still think Jermell Charlo is a smaller fighter. When you look at his brother, you look at him, the size difference is insane. It's insane. So anyway, man, let me know you guys feel about it, though, man. Jermell Charlo looking phenomenal against Rosario. Definitely on my pound-for-pound rankings. We're going to see what the mix and matches are going to happen at 154. Man. Wow, what a spectacular win by Jermell Charlo. Like, comment, subscribe. This is the Empire. Geoboxing Empire. Peace.